and this is the Liebherr LRS 645 by Kenny456 on Farming Simulator 22. It's for all platforms, PC, Mac, and console. I'm on PS5 here on Rock Crawl for this demonstration of this particular piece of equipment. 15.89 megabytes to download, 15 slots on console, not there but here. We're going to find it under vehicles and forestry machines. Yes, forestry machines, and here it is. And you say that looks different than what I have in front of me, and you would be correct. We'll talk about that. $320,000 to purchase, 362 horsepower, variable transmission, 600 liters of fuel capacity, and 15 mile per hour top speed. So here we are. We have the forestry edition here, but we also have the container edition. So yes, two mods in one, like double mint gum. So forestry, they both have the same configurations. Other options other than these two. So we'll go with this one here for now. Continental, Nokian, Trelleborg, and Continental. So those are your three tire choices, all different styles. So yeah, pick whichever one you want. Main color. We have the Liebherr orange and yellow. No charge for those, or white. You make it all white if you like, or gray. And then you can get into the other colors, and it's going to cost you $3,000 if you choose a Giants color palette. The main color too is your cab and crane arm. Another $1,500 if you choose a alternate color, not in the custom colors. And let's make this green. That's main color 3. And rim color, we have to make something pink, of course. And $300 for the rim color change. And there you have it. Right. So how does it work? Well, let's start with the forestry one, because it's slightly simpler in the fact that we have a giant log grapple. And let's start it up. So there are a couple of differences other than the grapple for the between the wood grapple forestry version and the tank container or the container version. Interior would be the same, as you can see here. We have lights. We have view is your standard outside view, your standard inside view. Let's see, do we have signals, or I don't think we have signals. And then we have a view of the grapple itself, where it will follow it'll follow the grapple. Okay, so let's go back out here, because that's where my happy place is. L1 and X front stabilizers. So this is if you these are for if you are picking up something extremely heavy. L1 and X lowers those front stabilizer bits down there, and then you can still move around a bit, but obviously it's going to be a little bit tougher with those stabilizers down. L1 and left opens up those side panels, so just the right side panels. L1 and open cover, close cover. And just we'll talk about these. Right, so now the controls for the arm. There are quite a few, and not as intuitive as you would think, but I guess working with them, the more you work with them, the more you're going to be able to figure it out. First of all, you have R1 and up, left and right. So you see there's a blade basically on the front that you can use to push logs around and stuff, to maneuver things that you want to pick up. Now the container version does not have that. So R1, right stick, left and right. Right, so let's go back to L1 and right stick. L1 and right stick, left and right. You can tilt it in thus type manner, and up and down is your up and down. R1 and right stick left and right, that's your blade, and up and down extends out that arm, and it extends out quite a ways in a curved type fashion, which is interesting. Looks like I've attached myself to that log somehow. That's a bit weird. There we go. Right. So all the magic actually happens when you L1 and R1, and that's when you get to rotate and open. So left and right on your right stick, and up and down opens those big giant jaws. Now let's see if we can pick up this without too much. There we go. So you can just go ahead and pick stuff up like this, or R1, and yes, there is a belt. So let's take a quick closer look here that we can. R1 and pressing the R3, your tension belt activates, and that will secure the logs even more if you, say, don't have a full mouthful, as it were. Right, so lights we have there. We have a beacon on the rear. Do we have signals? No, we don't have signals. We have reverse lights, and there's lights up front. Yes, so that is, oh yes, and to unhinge it, unhook it. Yeah, there we go. Just drop it like that. Right, so let's pop over here. Now this one is probably the one, well, I don't know. This may be the one you use more than the other one. However, if you do a lot of logging, perhaps you will use both of these. Now, let's get in and go through the different operations, and then I will demonstrate it on some containers. We'll talk about the containers in a moment. First, we'll start it up. Lights are the same, like I said. Beacons are the same. Interior, I do believe, is the same. Looks the same. I could be wrong. View again is the same three choices for view. I prefer this one. Right. Most of the operations are alike in a few respects. L1 and X, you do have those front stabilizers as well, in case you're lifting up some very heavy containers. Open cover, same. L1 and right stick left and right, also tilts, and up and down is up and down. So far so good. R1 horn, oh, it has a nice sturdy horn. We do have tension belts. The tension belts are on the ends, so that's important to know, because tension belts are good and allow you to pick up a number of things. As a matter of fact, you could probably pick up logs with this if you wanted. Up and down, also R1, so R1 left and right. You can shift that left and right, which may come in quite handy. As a matter of fact, and up and down extends and retracts as L1 and up and down raises and lowers, and you have your tilt. Now, again, L1 and R1 have a number of options here. Left stick left and right expands that to enable you to pick up, I believe, the 40 or 40, I have 40-foot containers, so I think 45 is actually, it will pick up any size container without changing your configuration. You just change this. Right stick left and right rotates, and right stick up and down. Oh, that doesn't do anything because that was for the grapple. Right. All right. I think we've covered everything. Let us pick up a container, shall we? So these are the containers by Hispano Modding. I will put links to all the different types of containers in the description. And I also have the Platinum Expansion DLC active on this map that also has the wood container from that pack. So if I'll show you, before I pick this up, let's show you, not that, I don't know why I keep going there. So tools and miscellaneous, that is where all your containers will be with the Hispano container mods. I have 3 different ones here. We have the grain container, tank container, and flat rack container. Also, if you're looking for the containers, the wood containers with the platinum expansion, they'll be under actually containers. Shipping container right here, 40 foot is what I have. We also have a 30 and 20 like the others. Let's see, make sure that, yeah, so that's the 40 or 40 foot. Yeah, 45 foot is the largest. Right, okay, so let's get this sized up. So you can actually pick it up like this, just using the tension belts, if you wish to be just quick and easy like that. And that's entirely up to you. However, this does, because this is configured to work with these containers by Hispano mods, what you want to do is expand this out. See, now I get the lizard grain container attach icon. Press your X and boink, it attaches. So there we go. Now it is attached and we have it on the end of our machine. Let us stack it up. I have 2 stacked already, and let's get this up, way up. And oh, where's my extend? No, there we go. Like I said, it will take a little bit of getting used to the controls and where they all are, but here we go. We've got it figured out, and it's going to be a matter of lining it up. And let's see here. Let's see. There we go. Spin that around, back up a little bit. We're going to want to tilt it that way a bit. Back up a little bit, lower it down. And we're a little bit off, so we scooch it over like this a bit. Back up, and we're just about, let's unrelease. There we go. So we have successfully stacked them. It's a little bit, yeah, it's not for the impatient stacker, which I'm surprised I was able to do that without crashing stuff. So one last thing, we have the wood container with the oh, come on, back up. The container with the platinum expansion. Oh dear, sorry about that. Now, because this one, you have to use the tension belts with this one, and there we go. So in order to make sure the tension belts attach, you have to make sure the tension belts are actually over top of the container. Otherwise, if they're out here, they're not going to attach. So we lower it down there, and you don't have to be too precise. R1 and right stick, and there we go. We have attached our wood container there. So the wood container, the platinum expansion, is not a required mod. As a matter of fact, nothing is required to download this. You can just download it as is, and you can use the tension belts to pick up literally anything, I'm sure, that tension belts attach to, but they are made to be compatible with the container mods by Hispano. And there you have it. That's the Liebherr LRS 645 by Kenny456 on Farming Simulator 22. Thank you all for watching, and remember, it's only a game, so till next time, bye for now.